Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, March 15th, 2020. Swimming under their eyes. There is nothing. You are completely alone. Free diver, Johanna Nordblad, first took to cold water as a cure for pain after a severe injury. This month, she attempts to break the world record for swimming beneath ice. Evening is falling out, the cold winter light is blending out of the steel-colored sky. Soon the short Scandinavian afternoon will give way to night here on the edge of Lake Sonamen, in the south of Finland. Not a single gust of wind moves the pine branches, not a single ripple disturbs the water's surface. Nothing disturbs this infinite expanse of trees, ice and snow enveloped by absolute silence. It is here, in simple hunters' lodges, 170 kilometers northwest of Helsinki, that freediver Johanna Nordblad and her sister and the personal photographer Elina spend most of their free time, with human hitmen left us behind. Their days are occupied by shoveling snow, gathering firewood, and spending long hours at the diner chatting by candlelight. Elena and I always come up here whenever we can. I love this natural setting, these lakes, explained Nordblad. People don't like to practice free diving in Finland because the water is black in the depths. But that's exactly why I like it too much. Down below, there are no colors, no sounds, there is nothing. You are completely alone with yourself. Nordblad, 44, from Finland, first freedived in 1999 after years as a scuba diver. The feeling of lightness provides liberation, and being able to swim without the weight of equipment won her over instantly. She began competing at World Championship level, taking part in events where divers perform in different disciplines to see who can dive the deepest or stay underwater the longest with no breathing apparatus. There are 11 types of free diving, for example, diving for depth or swimming horizontally, with or without weight, with or without fins, in open water or swimming pools. Nordblad specializes in dynamic free diving with fans, which involves swimming as far as possible horizontally underwater on one breath. In 2004, in Cyprus, she set the women's world record by swimming a horizontal distance of 158 meters, and since then she has ranked among the best freedivers in the world. The most difficult thing is watching the seconds to go by. After 2 or 3 minutes, your mind starts listing out the reasons why you should go back up to the surface instead of staying underwater. The more time goes by, the harder it gets. You need a lot of self-control, she says. But then, in 20, sorry, in 2080, uh, in 2010, a serious accident changed her life and set her on the path to make her market a new discipline, one in which she still holds the current world record, freediving under ice. I was riding a downhill bike, traveling a slippery, muddy path downhill when suddenly I began to slip, she recounts. The fall wasn't particularly dangerous. but I was unlucky and I hit a rock. My left leg was smashed into 1,000 pieces like a twisted branch, rushed to hospital. Nordblad underwent declared delicate surgery. The swelling and the compound fractures were so serious that the doctors weren't able to sew the leg back up and close the wounds until another 10 days had passed. A graphic designer by trade, she decided to sell her agency in Helsinki and say goodbye to the 13 people who were working for her to concentrate on rehabilitation and painful and the complex process that lasted for more than 18 months, consuming all her energies. After another year had passed, she was finally able to walk without a stick, but the nerves in her legs were so badly damaged that the pain was profound and persistent. That's when my doctor recommended I try cold water therapy, say Nordblad. The first time I put my leg in 4 Celsius water, I only managed to keep eating for a minute, but the relief was immediately. Finally, it didn't hurt anymore. As the months passed, Nordblad became so accustomed to the cold that she found she could no longer do without it. She began immersing the other leg as well, then her entire body, ultimately having her head. I liked the way it felt. That's when I first got the idea of diving beneath the ice. What better place to try in it than Finland? It what is known as apnea, conducted beneath the ice. The dive has no move horizontally, converting a present distance between two holes cut into the ice. In 2015, Nordblad set the women's world record in their discipline, 50 meters, wearing only a simple swimsuit and goggles. The water temperature was barely 2 Celsius. Up until the end, I was afraid that my head, the part of the body that suffers the most during low temperatures dive, couldn't take it, she confessed. But in reality, things were easier than I'd anticipated. While her sister is preparing dinner, Nordblad sits on the little wooden dock that runs out from the bank into the lake, busy breaking up the thin layer of the ice that's formed on the water surface over the past couple of days. After she's pushed a few sections underwater, she lights a series of candles that illuminate the wooden stairs leading down into the water. Soon, she is able to take the first dive of the season. She's been waiting for this moment for weeks, and it stirs emotions she finds hard to conceal. I love diving, feeling the water run between your fingers. When you are down below, there is no margin for error. You have only yourself to trust. You have to be relaxed and in control at the same time, she explains. Free diving requires physical effort, but the mental discipline is even more important. You have to do the dive without panicking or losing your head. Swimming beneath ice has other pitfalls. Visibility is one, since the thick layer of ice and snow and the water surface often reduces vision to a minimum. It's easy to become disoriented and not be able to even see the exit hole. So much so that safety ropes are extended between the holes, Sometimes I can't even make out on my own hands. That's how dark the water can be. In the event of a real emergency, my safety plan is to swim down deeper below the surface. That's the only way I can look up and see light coming in from the two holes and figures out where I can get out. I thought it's hard to believe. Nordblad is afraid of the deepest. Every time she goes free diving and swimming down to the finish like a bat. Her mind turns to sea monsters and the unknown creatures that populate the abyss. The deepest point I reach corresponds to the extreme limits of my ability to dominate my fears. Otherwise, I could go much deeper, she says with a smile. Although she still holds the record for diving beneath the ice, for not blood, freediving has long since evolved into something more than a desire to dip her opponents. If you compete with that mentality, you are not enjoying the moment. I don't deny I felt that way when I was younger, but now I don't like it anymore. When you win, the expectations of those around you increase automatically. And she says, so many different windows of opportunity open up around you that you have to be good at figuring out what you want from life and what you truly desire from this sport. In 2006, Nordblad earned one of just three government grants reserved for non-Olympic Finnish athletes, and not by chance. Not was the year she found herself training the last. Going to be pool just wasn't fun anymore. I was losing motivation. I love apnea because I find it more stimulating than spending hours looking at a computer screen. But I realized I was turning it into a job, just like any other, she explains. One of the most beautiful periods of my life was the time just after my rehabilitation. I spent 2 years out in the open. I would take my kayak and go out and explore the islands around Helsinki. There are hundreds of them, and all you need is to paddle for 5 minutes before you are completely lost in nature. At the end of the month Nordblad, we attempted to beat the men's ice freediving world record, currently standing at 76.2 meters and held by Stig Severinsen, a Danish four-time world freediving champion. She is aiming to swim horizontally beneath the ice for 81 meters. She will take the challenge in her stride, almost as if they were a game. Sometimes that's how remarkable achievements are accomplished.
My leg was so badly broken, they thought I might lose it. They had to leave the fracture open for 10 days to avoid necrosis. That was the reason I started the cold water treatment. At first, I did not like it. The cold was agony. But slowly, I got used to the feeling. There is no place for fear, no place for panic, no place for mistakes. Under the ice, you need total control of the place, the time, and to trust yourself completely. When you can do all that, you can find a different world. A world so peaceful, so beautiful, endless and desolate. With one breath, I'm part of it.
She is amazing. She is a fantastic woman. For me, it's very difficult to know about this free diving. You know, the beneath the ice. And I think it is a incredible experience. No, congratulations for Johanna. Nordblad is very amazing. Well some. Yet this her rehabilitation, no? Rehabilitation is this courage to change your life, no? Change the life, the fight against the difficulties. Is for me is the great motivation, no? Congratulations, Johanna Nordblad, for her world record. No, this beneath the ice, 81 meters, is incredible. I think this is motivation for us. No, see, we have any problem, you can to change. No, this problem for the you can to find out one solution, depending on the ourselves. For me, this history is very interesting. Is a great motivation. It don't give up. Don't give it never up. Thank you very much for watching my new video. Share this video. Give a like. It's very important. Subscribe on my channel. This is my motivation. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow or another day with your interesting news. Thank you very much. Good weekend for you. Thank you. See you. Bye.